was it like when you first saw your parents after they came home?
I was just like really happy that he was home finally, and when I saw him, I just started jumping up and down.
Excited that she was back, and I just wanted to hug her and start everything all over before she left again.
What did you miss most about your parents when they were gone?
I missed her voice and her hugs and her kisses.
I just missed him like cheering for me and stuff in the stands.
The way that she used to do everything for us, like help us with our homework and like help us do the chores.
I did the dishes and I helped clean the house. That was my first time I started doing laundry.
Are there things that you will just trigger you and you'll immediately think about your parents?
I would go into her room and see that like her bed is made up and her room is clean, and just remember that she's not there anymore.
Like if you wrote her a letter and we wrote back and we didn't hear from him for a while, it kind of made me worry because I didn't know what was happening to him.
You sometimes worry about them, like if they're still over there or if they're somewhere else and you don't know it.
How did you focus on like sports and school?
Some days I was thinking about my dad more than others, but my best friend Isabel, she talked with me sometimes at recess and she made me feel better.
I just put the thoughts on the like aside for a second and just try to get everything done first, and then I can worry about it later.
Does it bother you or does it comfort you when like your friend or something says, "Oh, my parent can substitute for your parent while he or she is away"?
My friend's dad, he was always there asking me if you want to throw the football, if you want to work on any of your like skills or anything. So that comforted me a lot.
Like there's no explanation for why they're not talking to you or like answering like your like calls or anything. Like how do you guys deal with that?
I just usually think that he's probably doing something important and he has his mind on other things that he needs to get done.
I just really respect everyone who joins the Army, because going out to fight like that, it'd just be very hard because there's so much violence everywhere.
I think we all live in our own little bubble. Like we don't want to believe that people are getting hurt and you know there are people dying every day. I think it's actually really hard for a lot of people to witness stuff like that.
He warned me that there is some stuff that he probably couldn't tell me because I'd be like freaked out about it.
There's these people before him who were driving in a Humvee and there was like a mine and it kind of exploded, but it didn't hurt anybody, but he was still worried that it was going to happen to him.
I feel like being in war would be like a really traumatic experience. So like it would change your life. Like afterwards you wouldn't be the same. You would just be like scared and stressed out all the time.
Some people at my school asked if he's ever killed anybody or like hurt anybody, and that just makes me mad because it's kind of a personal question to ask, and it's not very respectful to him or the family because my dad's really not like a killer, so I wouldn't think of him like that.
Have they ever hurt somebody or did on purpose? It kind of hurts when they ask that because I don't really know what's going over there, and I can't really tell if she's okay or if she's like badly injured.
Would you ever consider going off to war?
Yeah, I would like to join the military, just in respect for the country and my dad, so I can like walk in his footsteps.
For me, it's really scary and I wouldn't really want to risk it. And I think that my dad is really brave because a lot of people wouldn't want to sign up for doing something like going to war, and he did.
I have my own plans for my future, and I don't want to mess that up.
My mom's away a lot and not spending time with us, and I don't want to do that to my kids.
I was really glad to learn about how like kids whose parents are in the war, how they like think and how they can deal with stuff.
It's good to know like what's happening and how it affects other people's lives.
And it'll help other people who are not here understand better because they really need to know.